Hey guys, how's it going today? Alright, so I'm just kind of going to lightly go over making a card. Let me blow that away. My hand is probably taking away the effect I just did. It's one of those little powder bags or whatever that you're supposed to use before embossing. I wonder, I'm trying to use this VersaFine Clear ink to emboss. I'm wondering if my embossing powder is too old, so we'll see. I haven't used it. Apparently, I don't know where all the black is, but I haven't used it in a very, very, very long time, like 10 years or so. Embossing in this version is what got me into stamping in the first place, because I thought that was just the most awesome thing ever. Alright, so it is the Zing embossing powder, and it has a glitter finish, it says. So hopefully, I really haven't used any of it in years. I don't seem to really emboss anymore. I do the dry embossing that you guys, see all the time with the embossing folders, but not with the powder and the ink and the whole 9 yards. And for anybody that doesn't know, all the embossing does this way is, so I'm just going to pick this up and put it right back in this little container here. There we go. Just toss that piece. So it kind of melts it basically, and it makes it like if you go to like a Hallmark store or something like that, you kind of rub your hand over the edge. Ooh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I think I just knocked half of it off his face, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm sorry about the noise, but we are going to have to have some noise involved. So it'll just be a minute. It really is best to start your gun off, not like I did, and off of your project and let it heat up, but, And unfortunately, it is seeming to warp the paper, which I do remember now, but there's not really much you can do about that. Sometimes you can heat it from the underside. Just want to make sure it all melts really well. And if you, don't want to emboss, you can always use the embossing gun to, like, thaw out pipes or something in the wintertime. So I'm just going to wipe this off a little bit. Alright, so let's get to coloring. So I'm excited about this color thing, because, I'll show you, how am I going to show you? Move these brushes out of the way. Alright, I'll tell you what, let me just put this aside for just a second, because I just want to show you these. These are Twinkling H2O's, and they're little paints that you just basically spray water in, and so I'm going to set the ones that I think that I'm going to use down here. We might add some more later, but we'll kind of see how it goes. I'm going to pull some paper out here to test the colors. So I tried to spray them earlier, but it's already like soaked up the water. Alright, so we're just going to give them each a little spritz. Try to keep my card. This is not watercolor cardstock, so I don't know why I don't tend to use that very much. Not sure how that's going to be, so I'm going to slide these out of the way just a bit. I don't know, guys, this is not the most prepared card we've ever done, for sure. But that's wet, and that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so here we go. This, by the way, this set let me show you here, is from Pink Ink Designs, called Sea Turtle. This is their nautical series, and I think he's quite pretty with his golden hues and things there. So we will work on that. All right, so I think I want a good bit of green here. I actually tried to destash these Twinkling H2O's a while back, and no one bought them, but I'm actually quite glad about that now that all is said and done. I'm kind of glad that didn't happen. So I haven't used these in 100 years either. I probably got these 10-15 years ago maybe. But they still seem perfect. I mean, they pretty much are perfect because I didn't use them much, but I love just that little bit of shimmer that they have, so that's pretty cool. So I'm just going to paint him all this color. We'll go back in and go over some of those spots and things at a later time. You hear the doggies barking, sorry about that. So we'll do this green. I've never actually been able to, or been lucky enough to see a sea turtle in the ocean in its natural, environment anyway. I'd like to. I've seen, in captivity, I guess, but I don't know. Sometimes I get sad going to zoos and different things that have all these animals because they're just caged and so sad, and I don't know. But some zoos at least now are taking animals that are hurt and could no longer survive out, by themselves, and that's a little better, I guess, but not really. All right, let's see. I'm going to add just a little bit more water. It does seem to soak up the water pretty quick. So I guess we could just stir that up a bit. And so I'm pretty sure, well, we'll go around this shell part here. A little bit of decoration here on his back can be green. I want him mainly green. The turtles I see around here in the road or whatever are primarily green. My boyfriend and I have come up with I don't know, it's like our Bonnie and Clyde move or whatever to save turtles. Like he'll pull up and I'll grab them and run them across the road, or if I'm driving, then, we know about how close we can get and all the stuff, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, so yay, we save turtles sometimes. All right, so now we find a very fine tip. This will work. Very fine tip brush. I'm going to switch to this little tiny bit darker green. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but and we're just going to hit all these little spots. Maybe I should go darker. I have this one and I have this one. So I don't know. We'll keep going with this one. If it doesn't make much of a difference, then we'll go darker. Let's do it over here and see kind of what it does on these larger spots. You can always go darker, but you can't really take it away. Although I do have some paper towels over here that could possibly work. But anyway, yeah, I do move the turtles out of the road because around here there are the redneck boys and the big old trucks and whatever, and they want to just hit the turtles for, I don't know, sport or something, just no good reason. Where's that paper towel? Boop. Okay. But and I think that's really sad. But they do that to groundhogs and raccoons and any sort of dog or cat or whatever that they see, which is just completely outrageous to me. All right, I think that gives it, I don't know, I feel like I should go darker green, but I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch back to, let's see if I can lay them beside of what I've used. So that one, nope, that one was that one, and this one was this one. Okay, so what I want to do is just kind of give these just a swoosh of color as well. Let's just get the excess off on him there. Apparently that did not stamp too well, didn't see that. Just some little, probably some seaweed or something hanging off of him here, floating through all the stuff in the ocean. So I'm gonna make 3 of these cards actually for the 3 Elizabeths in my life. Have one of Elizabeth who is a stamping pal, more of a pen pal kind of thing or whatever. We swap cards and things, but she does not do YouTube. She doesn't watch any YouTube videos or anything, so she won't be seeing this. And then there are 2 Elizabeths on here. I have Elizabeth Dindal and Nixon, and so I'm going to send these cards to them. And assuming that they turn out okay, we'll see about that. Yeah, I do know. Okay, so this color. So we'll just stir that all around. I don't know if you can see me mixing, but alright, so I want to give him some lively little purple stuff here. I think I might need a finer point brush. We'll see how it goes. I love green and purple together. It is one of my favorite combinations. Yeah, that got a little out of the lines. I feel like I cannot talk while I'm painting those little lines. I don't know. I don't know. All I can think about is lunch right now. Hungry. My father did make some really good fried apple pies last night. If any of you guys like those, have you tried them? They're yummy. Let's see. We'll go this color in here, and maybe there. We'll do a little bit darker color beside of it or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. So some of these can be that color, and then these, but not, maybe not the flower. He does make really good fried apple pies. I have to give him credit. But the best fried apple pies I've tried are down in the Pigeon Forge, Tennessee area, and they have a cute little place. Hang on, guys. Let me turn my phone thingy off here. All right. A cute little place called the Apple Barn, and everything's apples, like all the decor they sell, and you can get fried apple pies, and of course apple cider, apple fritters. They have a restaurant, all sorts of things, so it is quite yummy. Alrighty, so let's try, we'll see if this will work. You guys, I started to say, you guys tell me what you think if it's too dark. Oh no. sure. I'm really liking that. I might paint over that with a little bit lighter purple. Yeah, I am, I do believe. Okay, so let's go with this sort of pinky purple. If anybody actually is interested in, you know, ordering those or whatever, I can get you exact colors that I used if you, you know, if you're interested. But there's someone on a dirt bike going by. Okay, we'll just color that part in too. So yeah, I like this color with it a little bit better. So we're going to stick to the lighter version there, and I'm just going to trace over these flower leaves. And that dark purple can kind of give it just a hint of whatever. Anyway, I've been really wanting to go back to the Pigeon Forge area right now. I'm kind of craving a vacation, going somewhere, but I feel bad because my boyfriend can't go right now, and so I'll wait, I suppose. But I really am feeling the travel bug for sure. Alright, I don't want to completely cover that up. I like the more, I guess, like a watercolor look or something. But anyway, but my dad's apple pies definitely have me thinking of travel. Okay, so, don't like that brush. Try another one over here. I don't know, let's see what, is that too dark? Yep. How do I get that off my brush now? Alright, let's try this one. We haven't tried it. I needed like a cup of water, but I thought I had enough brushes that it wouldn't honestly matter. Just gonna stir that up a little, but okay, so the more water, yeah, okay, that's what I was kind of looking for, just a hint of blue watercolor there. Do those little bubbles. No, I'm just hungry, guys. Can't stop thinking about food right now. I want to try to make my mother's recipe for lasagna soon. That's one. My father and I, he's an excellent cook. Me, not so much. But that we have not tried of hers, and I do want to master that. That was one of my favorites, but it's almost like upsetting to eat, you know, so I don't know. But alright, so that looks pretty good. Not too bad. I almost think that I might just go in with a little bit of purple and do those little, I don't know, seaweed things. Those little tip thingies. So it's got the color of the green, but this would just add a little purple as well. So we will see. I don't know. You guys might want to speed up the video or something, because I know this coloring is super boring, but I don't know how to do that or edit and to put that in anywhere, so or I would speed it up myself. I always appreciate that when people do that with their videos online. Okay, I don't know if that helped or hurt, but I like it better, I think. Okay, so now let's add some seaweed. I'm going to move these back here out of the way a little bit. Where are those stamps? Okay, so we have these seaweed stamps here, and I don't think I need the Misty for that. So I'm just going to kind of alternate which one I do where, I believe. So we'll do one of that one, and one of this one. Stamp them back up again. The ocean is truly my favorite place in the world, though. I really don't think anything could be better. The whole salty air, don't care kind of thing. It definitely works for me. So what's your all favorite meal to make? Or what do you make very well? And if it's you want, send me the recipe. I don't know, all of a sudden I want to cook lately. So I'm going to do a fire tonight. I was supposed to take my boyfriend's aunt to, maybe that should be flowing up more, not sure, to the doctor. She is 95, and sometimes I'll take her here and there in the summertime when I'm off. So I'm just going to put a little around his face there too, and maybe one more up the side right there of this one. Right in there. Okay, that's good, that's good. Sometimes I get going and it's like overkill, and then I can't stop. So I'm going to paint that in, and then I'm going to stamp that Turtly Awesome, I believe, up at the top. I thought about making like a little layered piece of something and putting it at the bottom, but I don't think so now, because I kind of left too much room at the top, I believe. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, close enough, I guess. That looks like a T, right? We can adjust that if we need to a little bit. Okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right, so what green are we going to use? How about this pretty green for some seaweed? Let's spray it all up in there. I need another fine line. I can just use, well, not a super fine line. This will be okay. I'll tell you what, why don't I turn that over? 'Cause that is getting messy. While this does its thing here. Alright, so we're just going to quickly go on all these. Alright, that's just a hint of a different green, I think. At least I hope that was the one I pulled. It didn't look super wet, so I don't think that's the one I used. It's been storming again here today. Dogs are going crazy. They hate the storms. I don't know why it has to storm like every day in the summer. My goodness. Give it a break. But I love a good summer storm. Not all the time, but I just like to hear the rain, and I don't know, it's like, I love to smell rain. You guys know what I mean by like the smell of rain. But then it like turns to steam because it's like 90 some degrees or whatever, but turns everything to steam after, but oh well. So anyway, I was going to take my boyfriend's aunt to the doctor, but they called and canceled this morning, so that worked out well. So I got some stamping time, and they're going to call her back to reschedule, and the doctor is going on vacation, so and she's got to either work it out with my schedule or my boyfriend's schedule. So, and as you guys know, my boyfriend's mother is dealing with some Alzheimer's and things. So, although I have to say, and he takes very good care of her, but they've taken her off of her dementia medicine now, and it was called Aricept, and she is doing so much better. It is amazing. So I don't know if it was just the wrong type, if it just like made her zombified or what. I mean, I'm not saying she's like doing jumping jacks or anything, but she's remembering a few things now, and I don't know, like she's moving around more on her own and doing some things, and she's still not eating super well, but she's eating better than she was, so yay for that. But so I'm excited. And I don't know, I mean, I don't, like, how much farther along would she be if, in a good way, you know what I'm saying, if they hadn't put her on the medicine? So I don't know. But I feel like that's one of those diseases they really need to study. Let's not, study going to the moon or whatever, or other planets or something so much right now. Let's deal with some cancer and some Alzheimer's and, I don't know, those major crisis filled things that are like affecting our country daily. But okay, so anyway, off of my soapbox there, I'm going to just turn this upside down just a minute. Won't be long, so I can just get to this here a little bit easier and not stick my hand in. I'm notorious for sticking my hand in stuff, but alright, beautiful, beautiful. So, this would have been a pretty birthday card for my cousin, actually. Should have thought of that ahead of time. Alright, so now I want to do some kind of water up here. So I'm going to bring in some of these blues. So we're just going to spray that up a little bit. That one up a little. Okay. So, I wonder if I could stick this brush in and like wisp it down. This will be an excellent, if you're into makeup, an excellent little highlighter blush, a brush, I can't talk, for like the cheeks. Do I want to use both? And which one first? Alright, I'll tell you what, I just want to use another brush and check it for color. Okay. Well, I think that had something on it. Okay, I need a brush that has not been used. Alright, so there's that color. Alright. Okay. I don't know. So, let's give this a shot, see what we think. You can always change it. If we don't see the brush marks, nah, not liking that. Okay, scratch that idea. So, let's go back with this one. Totally need some water. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of drip it along the top, and maybe we'll just let it like run down on its own. We'll pick it up and like shake it. Probably not enough water there for it to run. Come on. Come on, little girl. You can do it. Yay. Not really. Okay, a little bit more water. I'd like to spray the card. If I had watercolor cardstock, I would, but I don't have that going on today. So, what brand or whatever of watercolor cardstock do you guys find is the best? Here we go. That's a good little drip going. I think I need a big old brush. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Oh, there's the drippage. All right. Yeah, we're cooking with grace, as the frugal crafter says. Oh no, I don't want it to mess up my, oh, I don't want it to mess up my M though. Get off the M. Now I can touch that up with a little something later. Okay, so let's just take this. Okay, so even though water shouldn't probably flow backwards, I like that idea of doing that across the bottom and the top. So let's just take it up and let it kind of go that way. Alright. And we're almost done, I think. I like that very much. So now I'm just going to add just a little bit of blue over top of this with a darker blue. And come on down with that a little bit. I'll add just a little at the bottom here. Alright guys, so let's hit it with the heat gun and we'll be almost done. Alright, one last little final touch, and it is that I forgot to add her eyeshadow in there. So we're going to just give her just a tiniest bit of purple eyeshadow. So, alright guys, I think that is totally awesome. Alright, talk to you later. Bye.